Well, new tonight, a man is facing charges after Monroe County deputies say they found drugs in a rental car he was driving. Deputies say there is also
BS4 Sports.
For the second straight day, the Dolphins added coach from the Chicago Bears. Jeremy Washburn will coach the offensive line, a job vacant since Chris Forster left in disgrace.
We want to check now with Bianca Peters, who's joining us live at Miami International Airport. And you've been telling us throughout the morning that there are people who are there trying to get out. Some of them don't even know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, and you guys did make a whole lot of great points. We've been here all morning long, and the flow of traffic here has been kind of normal, just like any other day. But as soon as you do walk into those doors behind me, there's an air of desperation and, just this tense feeling so thick that you could cut it with a knife. It's a definitely completely different scene than some of the videos that we were showing yesterday. Some of the water actually came up to about 4 feet. We spoke to some residents here in the area, but let me just paint this picture for you guys. Stepping out of the car today, because I was here yesterday, it's calm, the breeze is nice, it's beautiful, it's dark and quiet out. It was captured on video, and we want to let you know it is graphic. The 37-year-old father of 5 did have a gun when the officers said they had no choice but to shoot. Now, that vigil site is still open to the public today, and importantly, you heard the father of Jamie Gutenberg, one of the victims, say that he didn't remember saying he loved her before he dropped her off. So just want to remind you today and all the days following this to say I love you. Remember to say that, because you cannot say it enough. Reporting in Deerfield Beach, Bianca Peters, CBS 4. Hey, Lauren. Yeah, well, last year, an average of about 9 firearms a day were seized at TSA checkpoints around the country. So what does that mean if you're not properly checked in? What does that mean for you if you're traveling during that busy holiday season? Long lines, missed flights, angry family members. Thankfully, TSA is working with the public to try to avoid some of that. All right, so just take me into the mind of John Gotti, this guy that's a yin and a yang of someone that loves his family fiercely, but then can kind of order someone to get whacked. So I want to know the psyche behind that.
Well, the darker side.
She's more than 4,000 miles away from her home in England, but with a smile on her face, Holly now calls South Florida home.
Just completely happy, and I'm really enjoying right now being part of a team.
Her Sundays are spent on the field, but she represents much more than Dolphins cheer. She's the first female in the UK to wear a Dolphins cheer uniform, a first in the NFL as well, something she wishes her biggest fan could have seen.
She'd just be really proud and be telling all her friends, obviously.
She wouldn't be able to hide it.
No, I'd have to give her a pair of pom-poms for her to join in.
Even though she's no longer around, a little piece of Holly lights up when she gets a chance to talk about her mother, Judy.
Selfless, just really kind. She had a lot of friends. She'd always help everyone. She was fun, really fun, like silly.
Judy pushed her daughter to chase her dreams across the world, and it was in Mexico of 2015 that Holly received a phone call that had her on a flight back to the UK immediately.
I thought she was gonna be okay. Like she seemed her normal self. She was weak, but still talking and having fun with me like normal.
Judy had pancreatic cancer. It was not caught early, and it was aggressively taking her life.
I don't know if she knew the timeline. She didn't tell me. She was just really happy for me to be there again, I guess.
It was the comfort of her family being together and her faith that made it okay to say goodbye. Judy passed away just one day after being reunited with Holly.
I've only shared this with a few people, but she told me, I asked her if she was scared, and she told me I'm not scared because I know where I'm going.
A year later, and Holly has found a way to honor her mother. She will be one of hundreds of volunteers taking part in the Dolphins Cancer Challenge.
I just like to raise awareness and maybe be more in the community helping other people. And I just want her memory to live on.
What an incredible young woman. Well, Holly did mention to me she was a little nervous during the interview, and it's hard to talk about your mom passing away, but she did want everyone to know that her mother was her hero. It's stories like that that really make you appreciate your loved ones, and it also shows us how cancer can be so unexpected, but it's up to us to keep pushing and fighting for a cure.
You'll never know what happens on Talking with Joe.
I'll be good to you, good to you. Good to you.
Oh, you brought it back, man. I can't even remember what you asked me.
Weekday mornings from 5 to 7 on CBS 4 This Morning.
Good to you.
Good to you.
Good
that
to
was
you.
very good.
Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Bianca, I'm not
It sounds like you're a bandwagon fan this morning, but go ahead.
You're a fan of USC. They choked all over themselves. You got to get some new teams.
Joe,
so just jump on the
coming from
Astros. Let
someone-
me hear you go. Go Astros.
Coming from someone who's been an
Bianca, one
Astros fan
time,
for the
go,
past
go
15
Astros.
minutes of this year. Joe, I understand. This is what depression feels like. I got no rock on my finger. I'm wearing Dodger blue this morning. Jose Altuve is the same height as me, and he's hitting bombs in the World Series. So, yes, this is what depression looks like, Joe. If you want to rub it in, keep going. The champagne would have tasted
Bianca,
better in the Dodgers clubhouse. I'll tell you, they would have paid more money for some better champagne.
Oh, burn!
Guys, I'm Bianca Peters, and I'm going to cry right now because I'm doing something I've always wanted to do, feed giraffes. I'm with Ron McGill, the man, the myth, the legend of Zoo Miami. Talk to me about some of the cool stuff like this. Check out that tongue.
Exactly.
Kids can do it here for
Come
the
up
summer.
this summer, you can feed the giraffe, you can feed
That's
the rhino,
amazing.
you can feed a camel. You're living the dream out here.
You are living the dream. I'm going to try to feed them with my mouth, right?
There you go. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Oh, you haven't lived until you've done that.
Hey guys, Bianca Peters here. So technically I'm still new to the area, still trying to furnish my apartment and still balling on a budget. And I think the best way to furnish a place is to refurbish old and used pieces. My favorite thing to do is DIY, and I am very much in need of a TV stand. We're going to show you how to do that on a budget, and let's get to work.
So here's what you need. We use Behr paint and primer in one satin finish, painting supplies, extra fine sanding block, and brass flat braces. Oh, and of course, a TV stand, which we found on OfferUp.
A few minor scratches on it, but still, this thing is pretty sturdy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The first thing we're going to do is wipe it down with some warm soapy water, get all that dust off of there. Cool thing about this, we're just going to spray paint it. It's going to look like a whole new handle. We're going to lightly sand this just to make it a bit rough. It's going to make the paint hold a lot better. So this is how I build arm muscles. We're going to start off with a small brush, painting some of those hard to reach corners first, and then we'll move on to the roller brush. This gives it an even coat all around. Probably don't wear a white button-up before you start your painting project.
Shout out to my cameraman Dave, who helped me out on that painting process. And the best bargain of all,
these flat corner braces are probably the cheapest way to update your furniture. $1.72 for a 4-pack of these. Not that bad, and just screw them on. Definitely want to get the Rust-Oleum metallic one. This is going to give you the best gold looking color. 24 karat magic in the air. My voice is not as good as Bruno Mars, but my furniture might look just as good. We're going to put them on the corners of the store, just a little bit off, not exactly in that corner, right about there. We're going to mark it with a pencil. My dad would be proud of me for this. Very proud of me. What a difference some gold spray paint can make. All right, check out the final product. We sanded, we painted. I managed to keep this white shirt clean somehow. My hands, not so much, but I got a pretty cool and unique looking TV stand out of the entire process.
now let's check that before, and here's the after. Total price tag, about $45. Total time, 2.5 hours. Not bad for DIY.